Something magical about this music. It's very it sets a tone really well for where I'm at right now. It kind of makes me want to like not do commentary for the rest of this series. It's just like I want to listen to music. Yeah, well, we're not going to cut every bush in the universe, but we are going to use our sword to explore a little bit. If there's anything I missed on my first go around that the sword gives me access to. A lot of this, as I mentioned before, is going to be a lot of exploring, backtracking, probably, depending on what obstacles stand in my way. And then hopefully we can come up with a game plan to keep moving forward. Obviously we need to go here, save, then we're going to go up the ladder to take on these guys again. Hopefully the sword is more powerful than the yeah, it's definitely more powerful. That's good. Oh, there's also, look at that dude. You see that dude up there? He looks disturbingly powerful. Like when you have a guy, you know, you see like a grunt version, like you have a sword and, you know, and they have a sword. It's just like, okay, I get it. That this guy's sort of like an intro grunt level type character. Add a shield onto him, and then you know you've got a more advanced enemy, and then you create an enemy that's got a full shield that's like twice the size of the other soldiers you're fighting, and you know you're really probably in for some trouble, I imagine. You know, I mean, there's more than likely an easy solution to, you know, once you learn how to beat the guy. You know, like, oh well, you need to approach him, and as he's about to throw his, you know, I don't know, like try to slash at you, you roll around him. Or, you know, oh well, you have to disarm him by I don't know. When I see a full shield like that, I just think like, okay, you have to figure out some way of either getting around from behind them or making them attack because perhaps they're too heavy. You see this a lot in Dark Souls where you have a very heavy enemy and they have to use a lot of wind up, if you will. And then once their attack land, no, it doesn't, you don't want it to land, but as soon as the attack hits the ground or they're fully through their thrust or slash, that's when you should follow up with an attack, you know. Whereas if you try to, yeah, I got the whole apartment coming after me. I noticed that my 3-hit combo does not kill the dark knights here. Seems like 3-hit combo leaves them with just a little bit of health, which is, I wouldn't say bad. It's not great right now. Obviously, you don't want to leave after your combo finishes. You don't want to like go 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, they still have health. You have a little sliver of health. You're like, I kind of wish you would have died on that last hit. Lower forest. Okay. So our secondary goal we talked about, our primary goal, like I said, was to try to find a sword so we could maneuver a little bit better. Secondary goal that the game gave us was we want to find and ring the Eastern Bell. I got what is this? I got surrounded by spiders who just ate like most of my health. I'm going to now retreat. Run away, Chris. Go the other way. Alright, we're gonna hide near. That'll hopefully despawn them so they're not standing outside the door. Good. Go the other direction this time. Dark. Some enemy units looking at a broken something. Obelisk, statue, whatever this is supposed to be. Like it's supposed to be a slab of metal like the one we ran into at the beginning of the game. But it's clearly broken. Not sure why they were staring at it so intently. But that's half the allure of this game, isn't it? Just finding out the there's a mystery here, and you're going to try and figure out what that mystery is. Also, Christopher wants to know if he can beat all the spider beasts that are coming after him, which there are apparently a dozen of. No, well, not a dozen, but a half dozen of them. Gonna kind of outrun you guys in typical Dark Souls fashion just to see what's... Oh. I made a loop. I didn't even know that was a path. Like when I went through there the first time to open that treasure chest by those swords, I didn't realize there was a path that way. I could literally have gone this path. I did go that path, but I mean like this. I didn't know this existed. This was not a possibility I foresaw. Alright, we're going to attempt to take on the spiders one at a time if I can. I don't know if that is at all possible. Trying to spawn one of the spiders. Looks like they all have to spawn together. Look at that. You see that? That's like most of my health, if not all. Well, I'd be dead if it was all of it. Most of it, though. Alright, we're going to try something different here. Alright, that didn't do anything because I was too far away, so let's try that. And it's fire. Okay. And it has lasting effects of... does lasting fire damage attack. That's okay. Alright, gather that up. 15 gold. Drink my potion. Trying to see if Slimy will come down here to fight me. He apparently will not. Probably something I need to do with this block here in order to get up there, but I don't have that ability right now. I guess I killed all the spiders. None of them have spawned. Trying to figure out how to get down there. Path somehow to get down there, I guess. I just can't tell what it is right now. I have no idea how to get down there. Really something I need to do. I just can't see it right now. Guess we have to go back the way we came. Good job. And we already know that it puts down this way, so we can skip this. And we need to go down a different path we haven't been down yet. That doorway looks blocked off. Yeah, let's go sit the bonfire. We're gonna go up the ladder this time. We're gonna see if we can make progress that way. That didn't work. Surprised they didn't die there. Alright, let's try the bonfire again. Not far away. Time hopefully we defeat the enemies instead of just like letting them wail on us. On me. Good dodge. I notice I'm running very low on stamina after that combo. Perfect. Perfecto. Oh, there's a ladder to my left. Guardhouse 1, this looks good. We'll cut the shortcut here. Right, and that made a stair or a ladder for me to climb up this way. Try to avoid some of the damage. I've got a fragment of what looks to be like a pot or perhaps one of my vials. You know, they're vial by collecting 3 of them, 4 of them. That's a big guy. He's bigger than the other one. Yep, that sucks. I'm doing shitty. You know, trying to out muscle you know, a character like that's not gonna work. So alright, looks like we gotta go in the spirit realm again. Hello, person trapped inside the orb. Please help me. She said, sure, here, have some of my magic and be revived. Because what kind of game would this be if you didn't have a checkpoint system and you couldn't revive? Very difficult. Alright, I died. Great. I officially got the achievement for you died once. That's 2 slashes, that's too many. Oh, I probably could take a shortcut. Nope, nope, not doing great. I died again. Or not. Nope, died again. This time I dropped all my gold. That's the penalty for being bad. You drop your gold. Makes sense. Hey look, it's my little soul. Get all my money back. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll respawn them. Not so close to the ladder this time. Targeting system did not work the way I wanted it to. I was hoping it would target the next closest enemy. Instead, it targeted an enemy that was farther away from me. I'll make it up for right here, though. Poof. Right. We know there's a big guard in here that needs to be defeated, so we're gonna try to take our time. Make sure I do defeat him. Alright, let's get them damages in when we can. Also, let's get rid of you first. Right, we're doing good on health. Well, that was a good dodge. I didn't expect that to actually me to actually dodge out of that. Alright, we did it. We only took, looks like 1 hit there. That'll let us hit the switch. Oh, that's pretty straightforward. Alright, there's another treasure chest. Ooh, I got another bottle. Hooray! I don't mind bottles. So I'm wondering how many the game's gonna give me before it's gonna be like, nah, you gotta collect like 6 pieces of bottle in order to make 1 bottle or something like that. Of course, I'm not really sure how abundant treasure chests are in this game, so there might be just sort of a very limited number of them. I'm not sure. We'll find out. I'm, again, just speculating at this point. It would be easy for me just to go online, just be like, well, what's the story? How do I do this properly? You know, what should I be looking out for? What does a speedrunner do? You know, what does a speedrunner look for in a playthrough? You know, what decisions do they make, don't make? But I'm trying to keep this under my hat as best I can so that I can learn from it. You know, enjoy, I mean, not learn to enjoy the game, but enjoy the game through learning. Coming out the other end. I found you, East Bell Tower. Good job. Alright, we struck it. There's the first of, I'm guessing. They only gave me a lesson for 2 bells. I'm guessing there's, based on the fact that it's kind of like a Triforce thing, I'm guessing there's probably a 3rd bell that I don't see at this point. Alright, we're gonna sneak in through here. Ooh, what is this? I don't know what that is. Kind of looks like medicine, you know, like, oh, you know, the East Asian cultures would wrap up the medicine in like a paper, you know, in order to keep its properties from either drying out or becoming, what's the word? Not negated, but like, I don't know, lessened. You know, like certain things you can't leave out in the heat or cold, or it changes the properties of the medicine. Oxidation. That sort of stuff. Plus, you don't want, obviously, things to mold either. You know, particularly if you have good mold, you know, like penicillin. You don't want the penicillin turning into a different type of mold that could be bad. Alright, we're gonna make big progress now that I have my sword, because now no bushes can stop me. Slimes, you can try to stop me, but it's not gonna be very successful. And I'll be able to do this. Not that. Yes, please. Here's the overworld. You're currently standing here. The old house is over here. You need to go there. Type of slime who wants to be close to you. To block them, I guess. West Garden. Bell Tower. Fascinating. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I'm trying to take a good look at that map, try to figure out. I mean, it doesn't necessarily guarantee that I'm in the right area, but yes, I'm headed to the right area, if that helps. Ooh, another little switch here to change my life, I guess. Right, another little shrine for me to pray at. Saves point, I hope. Yep, now we can go this direction. Well, there's multiple directions I can go now that I have my sword. But I can go across the bridge. I can go All right. Let's go on the windmill here. Interesting. Oh shit. Oh, are you a salesman? Well, yes, I would like one of these bottles. Yes. 100. I don't need that right now. I'll come back later if it's still available. Right, I'm all the way over here. The whole area that I need to get to eventually. Fortunately, it doesn't look like I can get to that second bell directly. It looks like there's stones or whatever in my way. We're gonna have to come up and around to get to it, I think. That's another locked door. That's okay. We'll probably get a key off of somebody. Unlocks the door. One of you shoots multiples and one of you only shoots one. I want to kill the one that shoots too many. Alright. I'm not sure what the tuning forks are for, other than they're probably an item for later. Gonna be my guess anyways. Alright. Box. Damage taken. Increases when you're tired. Alright, we already did most of this area already. We're just gonna re-explore a little bit. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh wait, no, we haven't done this area yet. This is clearly a bridge, or it's clearly a toll gate that I haven't done yet. Another piece of the puzzle. One more piece away from getting my coupon card for a free full tank next to the other three I have. Right, we're gonna go this way some more, see where it leads us. Yeah. Alright, let's go down the steps here and see what there is to know. Well, it's more like a ramp than steps, but you get my drift. Interesting. That guy with the shield is definitely tougher than the guy without the shield. Right, die, you then scum. Yeah, I like when the little ones throw one, but the big mama throws like a whole fan when he's out. It's just like, oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, let's go this way. Not really much happening there. However, I can unlock the shortcut. Alright. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Trying to figure out what I need to do next, unfortunately. And I obviously need to get a key to unlock that door, but I don't know what that all entails. Like, who has the key? Where is it? Where can I find it? Do I need to fight someone for it? Is it in a treasure box? Etc.